Hold on, let me catch my breath. We get into the bread, it was crumbs. She love got turned nothing.
It's week 14 of the NFL, and tonight's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Titans and the Panthers, and it comes your way next.
Well, it is just the perfect time of year for a trip to the Carolinas, and that's where we find ourselves at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerge from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Tennessee Titans. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Panther ball club as they interplay here. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game. So they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Titans, they too were losers last week, so they're also hoping to get back in the win column.
Something's got to give in this one, right? Both teams want to start a new streak, and they both want it to be a victory. This should be a fun one.
Of the NFL season are complete. What works in our final month? We're underway in week 14. Taken at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. Commanding the offense will be the highly touted USC product, Sam Darnold.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the 1 interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 2nd and 7, operating from the 34. Darnold now to throw. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Darnold will hand off to McCaffrey. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. From the gun on third down, here's Darnold. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
That's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort. But instead, he sets his guys up in excellent shape with a 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. McCaffrey. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Darnold. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. Well, this has been a long drive. You know that defense, they're craving to get off the field. They were able to force it free but couldn't recover it.
Yeah, and on the offensive side of the ledger, they were thinking about how do we punctuate this drive with 6, right? Making an exclamation point. Instead, you got to put a question mark next to this drive now after the fumble, even though they recovered it.
McCaffrey. Yeah, this is going to depend on his spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on, and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and run for it. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive. This defense held out as long as they could, but ultimately the running game wears them down from the 1-yard line.
And that gets set up throughout the entire drive, doesn't it? And when you put those big bodies and determination into that carry, the end result, touchdown.
Gano the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive spans 13 plays, and Carolina scores to cap it off. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. So now the Titans get their first shot on offense. And out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal caller.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
Pushes him over. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 20 carries, 108 yards.
And the way they ran the ball last week has to bring a smile to the faces of the entire coaching staff, because not only are they seeing a back pile up yardage, they're seeing an offensive line in sync, and that bodes well this late in the season.
Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. Second and 6. Over the middle, he gets it to Patterson. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Now they try the right side here. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. The Carolina offense making their way out. We take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC. And as we take a look at the playoff picture, certainly still a lot of jostling to go in these final few weeks. For the moment, they would be a wild card team. Far from locked up, but that's why this is exciting. These last few weeks, a lot to play for.
So much to play for. And remember, 7 teams in each conference go to the playoffs instead of 6. And not to mention, remember when the league made that move a few seasons ago to put divisional games at the end of the year? So you get to week 16 and 17, you're playing for playoff spots, and you're playing divisional games. Couldn't be more exciting than that.
Second and 11 now. To throw is Darnold. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. He's going to air one out for Anderson. A leap, and he's got it. He got it. Touchdown, Carolina. Robbie Anderson, 89 yards. And the Panthers have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And if we turn to the next-gen stats, the final clocking, well, it's ridiculous. 22.5 miles an hour. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
Second quarter now, Titans in possession of the football as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Back to throw. Boy, he almost did that himself, but it looks like he's about a foot or 2 short. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
I like this effort there. He got it done on his own, but let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. On now is the Titans punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Sam Darnold and the Carolina offense set to take over here. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. There was a little space there, yes, but that was a well-executed run by the rookie.
It was, and he wasn't one of the higher-rated rookie running backs coming out. He's probably on the next tier. But let me tell you something. If he becomes more consistent and continues to have that drive to be one of the best, we'll see more of that in the future.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Darnold. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Back to the air, Darnold on 2nd down. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. He finds his man, complete. It's Jimenez. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. A play fake, and it's Darnold. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Moore. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
A 1st down throw, Darnold. He's got a man. That's Marshall. Not much there, only a yard.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Darnold. He's got Anderson right side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
And the hitch route is run really well. That jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space. All you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
A throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. And complete on the right side to Bennett. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Now Graham Gano to try the Panther field goal. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. And Gano's kick is right through. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder Are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Now a handoff looking right. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. They're going to look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This 1st half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football. Back to throw now on 1st down. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. This to the sideline and nearly intercepted. Oh, he had that in his grasp. Couldn't get it. Instead, it'll bring up 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Strong coverage by Carolina. And on we go to 4th down. McCann's kick is good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
Christian McCaffrey and the Panthers about set to go on offense. We're in the 2nd quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Darnold. It's Incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Darnold. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. That's on Greg Little, the big left tackle. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And this Tennessee defense for the second straight play gets him behind the line. They're not messing around. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Hands it off out of the gun. And a short pickup here as he'll get up to about the 22-yard line. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Titans going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And with great starting field position and one timeout in their pocket, they can still come away with points here in the late going. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Now he'll let it go deep left side. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. McCann's kick up and good. And a second field goal here gets him back within 11 now. It's 17-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So it's halftime here in Charlotte with the Panthers out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll start over at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, where it was the visiting Dolphins who come away victorious on the road. Devontae Parker up near 200 yards receiving with 2 touchdown catches as well. From there, we head up to Kansas City. Check on the Chiefs at Arrowhead. And they were winners in that one over the visiting L.A. Chargers. Patrick Mahomes, another strong performance as his guys claim victory number 13 on the year. And finally, Monday Night Football. They've got a good one lined up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cleveland Browns. Continuing on, here's a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Titans. And not much went right in those first 2 quarters. You can see the numbers on the ground there. Not a whole lot to write home about so far. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they too didn't do a whole lot in terms of rushing efficiency in that first half, as you can tell by the numbers there.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone now. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half. So make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps. But above all, play your game.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. 2nd and 4. This one left side caught by Patterson. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. A big play that time for the Titans.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards down to the 15. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. He'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And to give this time to the tailback. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Titans are able to make this a close game again. So the first drive ended in 3. This time they take it down and punch it in the end zone.
So that first drive felt like they were just gathering knowledge, didn't it? Just enough to kick the field goal on the first one. And the second time they put it all together and got it all the way to the end zone.
They're going to try and run. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. McCann's got it teed up. On the return, it's McBride. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. They'll run on first down. Jimenez. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
On first down, Darnold. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. He seemed to have a reasonable amount of time in the pocket, but he couldn't get rid of the football, and the end result, Charles, him on the ground.
Yeah, he's got to keep an internal clock to go along with his offensive line. When you're talking about 3, 4, 5 seconds, that's a reasonable amount of time to expect to deliver the ball downfield. So great to try and complete a pass, but it's equally important to know when to throw the football away, too.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Darnold. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down.
And I believe that gain on 3rd and long changes things quite a bit because this would be a very long field goal. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it here.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Carolina. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Now they try the right side here. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Here's 2nd and 8. Escaping the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Harrison. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Got a man. It's Patterson, complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
7 yards to pick up there. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll try the left side. It's Jimenez. Looking for a crease. Can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 3 to go. And this one is incomplete. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Carolina. And the Titans getting set to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 69 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. 2nd and 1. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
Let's go, baby! Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Going to give this time to the tailback. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Open man there is Patterson, complete. And the Titans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll look to throw here. Being chased out left. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. Flush to his, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. A tough time to take the sack. Now it's 4th and goal, and that's a loss of 6.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. McCann's kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest to this 4th quarter. On 1st down, Jimenez. And he coughed it up. It's picked up by the Titans. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
What's up, man?
So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Come on, time to play.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Here's a 2nd and 7. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. He'll look to throw. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans have taken the lead. So what a comeback here. They looked like they might be down and out not too long ago, but they have rallied back to take a 4th quarter lead.
And I think we've got to give them nothing but credit for figuring things out on the fly, because mentally they were on the ropes ready to go, and they hung in there and made some changes and adjustments, and that led to some big plays, and it turned this game on its ear.
Extra point by McCann, up and good, and they will take a 7-point lead. McCann's got it teed up. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Possession of the football goes over to Carolina. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Hunter Renfrow is the man he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. He's going to let it fly. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
One crisis averted, but they still need to move hastily. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Completes to Njoku, and he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. He's back to throw. And he's got it complete to Anderson. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Back to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Anderson. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jimenez. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Cano now to add the extra point. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. A 10-play drive that time. And the touchdown and PAT mean we are tied here in the final minute of play. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away from the 6. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. A gain of 3, 2nd down. So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dial. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. On the return, it's McBride.
Come on, fellas.
Carolina getting set to take the field. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now a first throw here in overtime. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Back to throw here. And that will be incomplete. The temptation to go for it probably there. Always is, especially in overtime. Got to punt it, though.
I think you're right. I think that you absolutely have to punt it away and trust your defense, especially play a little field position here. But you're so right about the temptation. Another way to satisfy that, though, line up in punt formation and fake it. That's another way to get it done.
And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Now they try the right side here. Oh, he shifts past him, and he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 102 yards rushing for him now as he was just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time. 2nd and 5. Eluding the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Now a handoff looking right. Bulldozes past him. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. And to give this time to the tailback. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll try to run this one in. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. As the fans exit back out through the turnstiles, not happy looks on their faces. Feel like they probably let this one slip away at home in overtime.
I would agree with that, and their unhappiness hurts the guys at concession stands on the way out, right? Not stopping to buy something for the kids. They just want to get home. But what a dramatic way to finish this bad boy off. I mean, this game was dramatic all the way through. That's why we got to overtime. And then to go ahead and finish it this way, the fans streaming out unhappy. But the team that came in here and won this one on the road, they sprinted to their locker room.
And speaking of buying things, dinner on you tonight, Davis.
I kind of figured that was coming.
So for Tennessee, they move back over 500 at 7-6. And they'll return home next week to take on the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they can ill afford to drop too many more as they fall to 7-6 on the year. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears.